welcome to Outdoors 316. I'm back with another trail cam review. This is a Voopeak TC32 trail cam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox it so y'all can see what it comes with. Then I'm going to talk about the advertised features that they advertise. I'm going to set it up on a pile of corn. I'm going to talk about the app that it uses. And then lastly, we're going to look at the footage from this camera so y'all can see what it is. So let's get to the unboxing. After sales warranty service, PTZ trail camera user manual. Now this is supposed to be a 4-watt solar panel. Has a USB-C connection, a long cable. We'll see how long this cable is too. And I'm also going to test the power output from this, so y'all stick around. Looks like we have some kind of mount. Looks like this will kind of like a ball type of swivel. Here's our camera. 2 antennas on it. We got a strap and we got a bag of hardware. It looks like there is 3 screws and 3 anchors. We got a plate. This is probably for mounting it to the wall. We're going to find out in a minute. And a charging cable. And we got some extra hardware in there. Alright, so let's talk about what they advertise with this. This is a 4G cellular camera. It has 355-degree pan and a 90-degree vertical tilt. And this can be controlled from the UCon app. No matter where you're at, as long as you've got a cell phone signal, you can control it. This also is meant to be a 24/7, 365-day camera because it comes with a solar panel and a 7,800 milliamp hour lithium ion rechargeable battery. So you should be able to leave this out all year without having to worry about changing the batteries on it. Down here on the bottom we've got some ports down here. This is where you put your SD card. This is the reset button. Over here we have another little plug. This is where you would put your USB. There's a small plug there for just plugging in the USB, or if you need to get to the on-off button, you take the whole thing off and there's the on-off button right there. So all you have to do is turn this on. There's no settings on the camera. You have to do everything through the app. Now to mount this, it comes with this plate. You can screw this into a wall, or if you want to strap it to a tree, there's a couple of little notches in here, a couple of little slots that you can run this strap through there and strap it through the tree, and then you would just slide that on the back of that camera just like that. Now this comes with 300 megabytes of trial data. After that trial data runs out, you'll have to purchase another plan. I'll pop that up on the screen so y'all can see that. Now it comes with a built-in SIM card, so you can't change it. It works off of AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. You don't have to select anything. It will automatically select the best signal for your location. Now to charge the battery, you've got a USB cable that you can charge it while you're at home. You'd want to charge it up before you put it out there. And also you've got a 4-watt USB solar panel, and we're going to check that in a little bit. Now this is meant to be mounted with this bracket. What you do is you screw this into the back of that little threaded insert right there. And this can be screwed into a tree. And this is a little jam nut right here. You loosen it, you can move this around, swivel it to where you need it, tighten it back down. And then this is a little jam nut for the back of that, so you can mount that solar panel so you get the best amount of sun to recharge those batteries. And I'm going to measure this right here so we can see exactly how long that is. It has an IP66 waterproof and dust rating, so you shouldn't have to worry about it being in the outdoors. Should be able to handle all of the elements out there. Now this also comes with cloud storage. The first 30 days are free. After that, you'll have to purchase more cloud storage, and I'll pop those up on the screen so y'all can see what that would cost. This does not come with an SD card, but it will support up to 128 gigabytes. Now if you don't want to use this with a cell plan, it will store everything onto the SD card, so you can use this without a cellular plan. Now, If you do have a cellular plan, you're going to get instant alerts when this camera triggers on whatever's out there, deer, person, intruder, whatever. So one of the unique features about this is that it is live feed. You can view this live from the app, and it's supposed to be in HD. No matter where you're at, as long as you've got that signal, you should be able to view this in HD in live in real time. So you'll be able to see what's out there. It also has a two-way talk function. There's a speaker on the bottom. You can talk from the app. Anything that's out there is going to hear that coming out, going to hear your voice. And you can also hear through an internal speaker back to the app what is out there. So if somebody's talking back to you, you'll be able to hear them talking to you. So for darkness, you have two different choices. You can have either an infrared or a white light that will take color images at nighttime. I'll tell you what, let's see what kind of batteries this has inside of it. And then we're going to test it, and we'll look at what kind of power this solar panel is going to put out. Is it going to put out what it's rated at? And we'll see that. I'm going to put it out in the sun. $7,800 milliamp hour battery. So if these batteries go bad, you could probably go out and find you a replacement for it if you need to. Now let's measure this USB-C cord. It's like approximately 9 feet. I don't know what the state of charge is on this battery already, but the solar panel is putting out 4.4 volts, just under half an amp, and it's 1.872 watts. So to connect this camera to the app, we need to scan this QR code here on the side of the camera. And the app that you need is the UCon app. It's UCON. I'll pop QR codes up on the screen. You can scan those, or you can scan the one in the manual. So I've got the UCon app up. You can see I've got TC27 camera installed. It's offline right now. I need to add a new device. So I'm just going to hit that add a device button, and should be able to scan that QR code. There we go. So it says network connected, finish. It is up and it is ready. All right, that's enough talking. Let's go set this up on a pile of corn, then I'll bring y'all back and we can look at the quality of these photos and videos. Got it strapped in the tree here. A little bit awkward on putting this solar panel in. You have to screw that little bracket into the tree with this attached. There's no way to attach it to the camera like on the TC27, but just as easy, I guess, a tree or a wall or whatever. This comes off really easily. Or just a little tab. That will come off. The bracket stays on the tree. Probably not something I'd put out on public land. But. All right, I got 40 pounds of corn sitting up right over there, probably about 20 feet away. Let's give it about 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll see y'all at the house. Let's talk about the UCon app. As soon as you open the UCon app, you'll see an image for each camera. Tapping on the images brings up live feed and cloud storage for that camera. As you can see right here, it's been less than 2 hours and the deer are already hitting the corn. So I'm watching this deer in a real-time live feed. You can see my camera is tilted down a little too far. I can raise that up using the directional controls as you see me do here. I can zoom in and out. Now I'm using the pan controls to move it left or right. I can change the speed that that camera pans and tilts with the speed icon. While you're in live feed, selecting the gear icon will bring up the camera settings. Back in the main screen below the image there's a date. Tapping the date will bring up a calendar, and anything with a red R indicates that there are recordings on that date. If I tap on the 21st and hit OK, it will bring up all the photos and videos that were recorded on that particular day. Back in the live feed, you can tap the video camera and it will record a video from the live feed and store it on your mobile. Also, tapping the camera will take a snapshot of the live feed. Tapping the microphone will allow you to use the speaker on the camera so everything out there can hear your voice. Tapping on the speaker will allow you to hear live sound in the environment. You can turn it on or off. In the main screen, tapping on the cellular data query will bring up remaining data that's left on your current plan, as well as an option for recharging it. I looked at the footage from the SD card. It's been out there in the woods for 2 weeks. The battery was completely dead. However, I'm not going to fault the camera. It was located in the woods with a thick canopy with little to no sunlight, overcast skies, and a ton of rain. It gave me 278 photos and 278 videos. The live feed, pan, tilt, and the UCon app all worked great. Now here's where I had the problem with this TC32. With the PIR setting on medium, it wouldn't trigger on a deer 20 feet away that I could see in the live feed. But when I put it on high, it triggered on everything. Squirrels, birds, rain, anything that moved. So to try and reduce the number of triggers, I set it up to arm for 2 hours at sunset and 2 hours at sunrise. Now all of this triggering may not be a factor if you have it set up in a location with uninterrupted sunlight, because the data plans are unlimited. The downside of that is there's no trigger timeout. As soon as it records one video, it immediately starts another one if there's something there. You can have an hour of a footage with a yearling walking around in front of the camera. Here's the message for Voopeak. If you want to make the jump to the hunting world with these live feed cameras, do a firmware update to add an option for setting a trigger timeout. This would eliminate numerous videos of the same deer walking around. The videos are in HD, but the bit rate is quite low, giving it a grainy look. I would guess this is to keep the file size down, which would mean less data to be transmitted. Do I recommend the Voopeak TC32? If you're looking for a budget, solar, 4G cellular, live feed, panning, tilting camera that can be controlled from your phone with a cellular signal and will send you alerts if something's in front of the camera and it all works great, yes. However, if you're looking for a trail cam that takes high quality videos and photos, then no. You'll have to spend more money on something else. If you're interested in purchasing this camera, there's a link in the description. Thank y'all for watching, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.